So today we're going to look at two absolutely vile and disgusting cases. Two men that got away with rape. This is Candon Dahle, a 22-year-old man who raped a 7-year-old girl. This abuse went on for 5 years. That means he was doing this to her from when she was 7 years old up to when she was 12 years old. But guess what? This man will not go to prison. In fact, he got a pretty sweet plea deal. First of all, he doesn't have to register as a sex offender. Second, he will only get 180 days in jail. And third, he gets only 200 hours of community service. Yes, for raping and abusing a child over the course of 5 years. Candon here will not be on the register for sex offenders, nor will he see the inside of prison. Just community work and some days in jail. What? This isn't a slap on the wrist. It's a kiss on the cheek. No justice served whatsoever. And all the news reports talking about it are painting him as just a baseball player first and foremost, instead of the monster he is. In some articles, like this one, his name is not even written on there. Just a baseball player who made a mistake. In what world is community service a quote-unquote punishment for rape? Anyways, you're probably already mad about that first story, but I'm about to ruin your day even more. This is Jesse Butler, and this is his deranged mother and his raggedy sister. You will see why I called his mom deranged and his sister raggedy in a minute. But first, let's get into his crimes. Jesse Mack Butler, an 18-year-old from Oklahoma, committed a series of violent sexual assaults against 2 high school girls. He chopped one of the girls very badly. She needed extensive surgery on her neck. Initially, he was facing up to 78 years in prison on 10 sex crime charges, including rape and strangulation. But guess what happened? The judge sentenced him to community service and counseling instead. So, he raped 2 girls and almost killed one of them, and he won't see the inside of a prison cell. He won't even go to jail. What? At least the first guy got some days in jail. Butler is 18. He is an adult and was initially tried as an adult, but later he was reclassified as a youthful offender because he committed the crimes when he was 17. Meaning he wasn't being tried as an adult anymore, which allowed him to avoid prison under a very sweet plea deal. Again, no justice served whatsoever. He was also seen in court wearing sunglasses, looking quite smug, with his mom and sister beside him. So, remember when I called his mom and sister raggedy and deranged? Well, here's why. These crimes allegedly went down in this woman's house, and she heard the girl's screams but did nothing. So the mom is deranged for that.
Jesse Mack Butler's mom heard the screams of one of Jesse's victims and did not stop it. Let me reword that. The mother of convicted serial offender Jesse Mack Butler heard Jesse attacking one of his victims in her own home and did nothing to stop it. She knocked on the door of their movie room and asked, "Is everything okay?" And when her darling baby boy Jesse told her everything was fine, she walked away, knowing she had just heard a young girl fighting off an attack and screaming no. It would be hard to blame a family member for someone else's actions, but when a 17-year-old boy feels comfortable enough to bring 3 different girls to his home with at least his mother present, assault them, knock them unconscious, record it, and nearly take the life from one girl, there is a serious problem in that house. And considering this vile human was convicted of his crimes, but then in a disgusting miscarriage of justice was allowed to pretty much walk free, I will not sleep until every girl and young woman in the country knows what he is capable of. Jesse Mack Butler is a dangerous person who has progressively become more violent and more sadistic in just a few months' time. I cannot imagine what he is ultimately capable of.
And while they were in court, the sister was allegedly seen laughing and giggling, which is insane if true. What's funny about your little brother being on trial for rape? The entire family is clearly deranged and raggedy. Anyways, the victim's family is still fighting for justice, and I hope they find some one day, because that plea deal was some bull and that judge should be looked into. Now, if you're still watching this video and the title triggered you in any way, I want you to ask yourself this question and be honest with yourself. If these were black or brown men, do you think they'd get such deals? First of all, everyone would be talking about this and demanding the maximum punishment. Whether you accept it or not, these men being white is a huge factor in why they got off easily and are currently free and not sitting in a prison cell reflecting on their actions. Anyways, that's all for today. I didn't see lots of people talking about these cases, so I thought I would, just to raise awareness. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. If I don't post again till Christmas, happy holidays.